Puff Daddy for putting together an amazing Billboard Awards. Oh my God, Puff. And yo, Puff came out every 2 seconds in a new outfit. He walk out this way, come back this way in the trench coat. Walk out this way, coming all red, coming like, the boy was having the best time of his life. And so anybody you could think of was in the building. The City Girls was in the building. Doja Cat in the building. Chloe Bailey in the building. Shinsasa, what's her name? The Jamaican girl. Shensia. Shensia is a problem out there. You know, like, meaning, you know, guys think she's like really the one right now. I ain't seen my girl Summer Walker. I was looking for her. You know, that's my favorite. Yo, Cassidy. DJ Cassidy on the check. And I did that Hard Rock with Cassidy. The grand opening of the Hard Rock with Cassidy was me, Busta, Nas, and Cassidy was DJing for all of us. Amazing experience. And let me tell you what was crazy. The first time I go first, by the way, Lovers and Friends, I closed the whole Lovers and Friends. I'm not too sure if that's the slot I want in Lovers and Friends out in Vegas. Because people been partying since 12 noon to like 11 at night. You know, 100 degrees. I think I need an earlier slot next to Lovers and Friends. Even though I don't get it fucked up, I ripped it down. It was 100,000 people. But I want the more energy. I need to come on earlier. And what I was talking about before this, Cassidy. Yeah, so as soon as I go on stage to perform, the whole power turns off in the brand new Hard Rock. And I was just like standing up there with Cassidy. I've been doing this so long, many other artists probably would have got upset. But, you know, for me, it ain't nothing. You know what I mean? The music came back on. I started performing, made people smile, have a great time. It doesn't matter. You know, I don't take that to heart. That was amazing. The awards, I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit. So I'm sitting next to Khaled, and Doja Cat's right with us, and we talking a lot with Doja, and we cool, and she talked about when she did the show and all that, and so we said, it was my idea, let's take a picture. So I passed the phone to the girl. There was a girl standing next to us. She didn't have a seat the whole night. White girl, beautiful girl, cool as hell. I did not know she was a supermodel. What's the girl?
Cara Delevingne.
Cara Delevingne. I had no clue. She was one of the most biggest models in the fucking world. After now, my daughter told me, that's the girl you see on the bus stops and everywhere. And oh my God. So I passed her the phone, said, why don't you take a picture of us? She goes, lays down on the floor. I guess this was the humor for people who didn't know. Damn, look at the supermodel. The supermodel, they got her on the floor. She took an iconic picture of me, Khaled, and Doja. Iconic. And I guess she's a model. She takes so much pictures, she knows how to catch it. So she catches it. My phone, I don't take much picture. My shit was dirty. So they killing me on Twitter saying, damn, they could have used a clear phone or whatever the case may be. Yo, Mama of the Year, what's up? Damn, boy, we excited in this house. Shout out to Lola Milan. This your phone right here. Everybody blowing you up right now. You got a little bit of Patricia, little Lucito, little Fancy, little Terrell. Yeah. And so, Mama, you put together a hell of a party. You looked it beautiful. You looked it sexy. That dress, can we know what kind of dress is that?
J. Mendel.
J. Mendel. Damn. Boy, that J. Mendel, boy, they know how to put together a dress, huh? Shout out to Jackie. What's my man's name? Micah, the makeup artist. You know, these people are great people. He does hair. He's the best. From Miami. And so we're so excited around here. You know, we got one off. We got the Sweet 16. That's hard to do. I mean, it's more stressful than me doing the Billboard Awards and performing after. It's more stressful trying to do a Sweet 16 to impress your daughter. It's the craziest shit. Kara was at the Hard Rock in the front row too. I didn't know. He said she was at the Hard Rock too. Yo, Cassidy, you could no, that's my girl. I'm saying she's beautiful people. But I asked her to take a picture. I did not know she was that big of a deal. So all over the internet, they got her taking a picture of us. They can't fucking believe it. They're like, yo, who asked her? Like, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And so I was having such a good moment. Such a good moment with Khaled and Doja that I was like, yo, let's take a picture. And I gave it to the girl. But apparently, we had the richest photographer in the world. So much for Johnny Nunez, Waleed, and Sharif's. I mean, on a serious note, Fat Joe's against racism of any kind, hate of any kind, fuckery of any kind, any anti-diversity, Fat Joe's against it. And so, recently, I would say a young man, right? And I'm telling you, I'm against racism of any kind. I got best friends that are white, best friends that are Spanish, best friends that are black. If they're human, they're my best friends. I love you because you love me and I love you. But it's crazy how this guy goes in there and kills 10 people in the supermarket because they're black and he hates black people. When I get to looking at some news channels, they start explaining why when it's always a young white kid shooting up a mass shooting, they start trying to call him young boy and his brain ain't developed and maybe he needs psychiatric. No, he's a hate, racism, killer, mass murderer. He murdered people for no reason. And so, shout out to the family, the whole Buffalo community. We with you. If you have a person that you know that's hating, vice versa. We got people, we got racist Spanish people, racist black people, racist white people. We are not for racism and hate anyway. And that's not a sellout. That's not a sellout comment to make. Because it's real. We got some people that take it over the top anyway. Too Spanish, too black, too Asian, it's about humanity and God. But, what they say, please strength, please start man, get out of here, man. These people always want to start some. We talking about something going on, okay? And so, we talk about unfortunate. We don't talk about it enough. Unfortunate, we not outraged enough. We're busy talking about Little Dirk giving his girlfriend a Birkin bag. We're talking about this. We're not talking about a guy who literally walked in the supermarket and killed people for the color of their skin. Now, I don't want to fuck up the moment because I've been talking about Billboard Awards and things. But, when you come to the big show, we talk about real shit. Everything that faces and has to deal with our community, that's the shit we talk about. What B-Dot said. B-Dot said they got to throw away. Yeah, it's not just throw away the key. These guys, they got to die. Throwing away the key ain't enough, Throwing away the key ain't enough. And so and this week alone, Young Thug, Gunna, Casanova copped out. God bless him. He's like a 3-time felon. Hopefully, he don't get a lot of time. AB, what's up, my brother? Casanova, good guy. All I know about him is that he's a beautiful person. God bless him. Young Thug and Gunna, I think Gunna's gonna make it out of this. I hope he is. But Young Thug has serious problems, serious issues. Big, big, big rest in peace, Little Key. Yo, B-Dot, how did Little Key die? The guy down with YSL. And so, you know, years ago, I used to hang around. You know, unfortunately, most of us, we become, let me break this down to y'all. Most of us become successful. Our dream is to rap. We never knew we would make it. And so now you made it. And so you want to help everybody. You want to put everybody on from your hood. With that being said, there's other guys who don't feel like they made it. Or there's other guys who don't take your career as serious as them. Like I used to bring guys to my show and they wind up beating up the fans. And so these are the guys you really don't want at the show. But we all got them and we all force with them. And the younger you are, the more you're not advanced enough to even think, oh shit, I could get hit with a RICO law. Now, RICO law is a conspiracy where you don't have to actually get caught doing something. They just group y'all together and say, if this guy did some shit, listen, there's a guy I knew, he was a mechanic. He was legit a mechanic. Okay? If you want me to keep dropping science, throw some fire signs up, or I can tell you about the city girls and everybody. I mean, if you want to hear some real shit, throw the fire signs. If not, I'll just keep lollygagging. We can talk about the Celtics if you want. Now, you young. You never had nothing. You want to bring your friends with you. Your friends are still getting in trouble. They don't see your career. They don't even think you're going far, let alone them. So they all going around still doing this and this and this and that. Now, whether you like it or not, because you're black or you're brown, the powers that be, the police, they don't like to see a young black or brown guy doing great, having money, being able to put his people on. It's a fact, though. This is what it is. So most of us, when you grow up in the hood, the projects like me, you either the school teacher's white or the cop. That's the most interaction you have with white people when you grow up in the hood like me. The school teachers, as far as it goes, she's maybe white, or the police officer that's coming over there beating the shit out of you every day. I'm just keeping it a buck, right? And so now, you stuck with this crew because this is supposed to be your crew. You do shows, you do whatever, these are your people, this, that. When I was going through it, everybody called me paranoid. Everybody said, yo, Joe, you crazy. Yo, the feds, why would they be looking at us? Why did we? So everybody who ever got locked up on a RICO law, by a wiretap, by the feds, never thought they were being watched. That's the first key. They never thought they were being watched or listened to. They felt like they wasn't big enough. Why would they watch me? No, they're watching you. You hot. You out here doing too much. You know, you young. You're rich while black, and you popping too many bottles, and so we all, every artist, East Coast, West Coast, Chicago, Atlanta, have to be mindful. And the things I used to tell my friends, because I had friends who used to be like, yo, Joe, you tripping. No, bro. If you love me, you should want me to win. If you love me, the only way I can help you is if I do well. The only way. Not everybody, hey, we all got caught, let's go together. So now, that was the case with Bobby Shmurda. That was the case with anybody you're going to see like that. And so, I pray for the guys, but in life, when something happens to somebody you can relate to, you have to learn from that mistake. You don't have to do the mistake. You don't have to do the mistake in order to get the lesson. I never used drugs. Why? I see what it did to my people, what it did to my brother, what it did to family members. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to try those drugs. Why, Joe? I might like it. And so when you think about what drugs has done historically to our community, it's a very addictive thing. That the most smartest guy in the world, the most everybody in the world, no, I never used drugs. You got me fucked up, miss. That's the only reason why I'm still here and I still got money. You got me fucked up. And so, no, I don't smoke weed either. But I don't mind people who smoke weed. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Like, y'all got me fucked up. Because you do it and you think it's normal. I don't blame nobody. Smoke weed. I love cannabis. I want you all to smoke weed. Enjoy yourself. Me, I just never did it. I'll tell you a story why, too. When I was young, I don't know if I told y'all. So when I was young, I got bullied a lot to the point of where I turned into the bully. And that was the birth of Joey Crack or whatever the case may be. And so I went outside my house every single day for the smoke, for the beef, for the violence. That's what I came out for. Every day. On some shit. Right? And one day, I go to my high school, Morris High School, and I see one of my boys, and he got a 40 ounce in his hand. And he tells me, yo, let's drink this 40. Me being a young kid, dumb, I drink the 40 ounce with him. I go with him. We go to look at the pretty girls. They used to play handball in the back of Morris High School. So I go with him. I'm drunk. I never felt this in my life. It's the first time I ever drank. So, Michael Rappaport, what's up, my brother? So, I start being disrespectful towards the girls. And I get into an argument with this dude. The dude was a sucker. Do you hear me? A punk, a sucker, a coward, a weakling, whatever you want to call. Somebody who would never. Long story short, I get into a fight with him. He beats the shit out of me. I remember sitting on the gate, not understanding my body because I couldn't control my body because I was drunk. I knew I hated the feeling. And they all laughing at me. The long story short is, the next day I went to the school and I whipped this guy's ass so legendary. I dragged him so legendary in that school because he didn't know I was drunk, but I showed him and his people what it was. But I said to myself, if I'm going to be in trouble, if I'm going to be in violence, if I'm going to want to smoke every day, I cannot be drunk or high standing outside for someone to come up on me. And so I never did it. And so I learned that lesson. But sometimes you have to learn the lesson by watching somebody else. Yo, that didn't work for him. You know, one day I was hanging out with Pitbull. I don't know if y'all know, I took Pitbull's demo to the record label and got him signed. I do not know if y'all know that. Pitbull, a rapper. Pitbull, a rapper, got 100 million times more money than me. One day I'm sitting with him, I'm like, yo, Pit, how you get all this and that? He said, listen, I learned from your mistakes. Kind of hard to hear for somebody to tell you, they learned, yo, you fucked up with this. You should have signed Ross. You should have signed me. You should have jumped in with Lil Wayne. When they moved to Miami, you should have got a piece of Young Money. I'm telling you what the man was breaking down to me. And it's a hard pill to swallow when somebody says they're successful because they learn from your mistakes. And so what we got to do right now is pray for Young Thug, pray for Gunna and Casanova, but we have to learn from their mistake to not be in that. What does that mean? If you're trying to be legit and you're trying to be a successful artist and maybe one day, you know, you could be a Jay-Z, a Nas, a Diddy, whatever, you cannot have the streets with you all the way. You cannot. And so, be mindful and be careful of it because that's how they trap you off. I tell you this story all the time. When a guy came to me, he was the biggest. These guys are in jail forever. The guys came up to me. They wanted me and Big Pun to join the gang. And so, Ciroc, much finer vodka, wild cherry Pepsi, fat doodle. And so when they come to me and they tell me, listen, man, we want you to be in the gang. All our kids look up to you and Big Pun. So I say, well, listen, man, let me ask you a question. Who in your gang got a business that I can look up to? Because I'm about business. Well, nobody got a business. Who's a school teacher or a principal in your crew? Well, we don't got none of that. So who's your number one guy? That's easy. He's doing triple life, real as ever. You know, bought his gun, never have contact again in his life. He can never touch a human being. He's the realest. Really? Who's the second biggest? Very easy. He's in jail for double life, the realest ever, don't snitch, the real. I was like, and then he breaks down the next one. And so now y'all get the understanding where I'm like, yo, brother. So you're telling me that if I join your gang, the grand prize is doing triple life, isolated, not talking to them. This is the grand prize? Brother, we're not. This ain't for us. Keep your mission going, doing whatever you want. This ain't for us. And so, I've been known, when you part of something like this, people doing too much, and you bound to get caught up in the crossfires. Now, do we speak against gangs and all that? No, we don't. Why? Because they're our kids. And so we wish them the best. And we try to show them love and show them empathy and try to show them the way. And try to give more jobs in the community. You know, and show them you could come for some shit and you could change your life. And that's what I try to do. Not point fingers at them, but try to create opportunity for them. Because sometimes kids just need some guidance, some love to get them through. They need to know they're loved. And I'm talking about a community. I'm not talking about just that's your kids, that's your family. I'm talking about as a community. If they respect you and they see you every day working, they see you doing your thing, they see you with your family, and you pull them to the side one day and you say, yo, listen, bro. It goes a long way. And so it breaks my heart to see guys who made it go back to that. And let me tell you something. It's one thing in life to not know. Like I used to live in Forest Projects in a 2-bedroom apartment. It was the smallest shit. But I didn't know they had mansions. I didn't know they had better shit. I didn't know that there was fly as shit. So I love the project so much that I thought this is what it was. This is so great. I didn't know no better. So it ain't till you see that there's better that you understand. Now, to come from nothing, to get to private planes, to get to money, to mansions, to this, to now be in a cell, not being able to hug your family, talk to them through a window. And so, that's what we're dealing with. And when I came on here, I talked about the Billboard Awards, Lovers and Friends. Man, what a concert. It was hot as hell out there, man, in Las Vegas. And I'm on like 1 hour sleep for the last 3 days. You know, I had to do the Sweet 16. You know, all last week, let me tell you some shit. You want to talk about discipline? All last week, I knew Azzy's Sweet 16 was Saturday. I stood home at least 90% of the time. I stood in my house, and I like to go out. I like to talk to people. I like to do things. I stood in my house just so I don't catch corona. People in New York been catching corona. Yeah, they ain't been killing them, but it's been out there. So what it would be like the day, the Sweet 16, and it's my daughter's Sweet 16, and I got corona and I can't go. Fucked up, right? So I stood at home to make sure, listen, this week I'm a sacrifice to make sure I don't catch corona and fuck up my daughter's birthday. And so, I pulled it off. Listen, everybody's hurting each other. You know, we don't talk about black on black crime enough, brown on brown crime enough, police on this. Yo, everybody is bugging out. This is the first time in my life, and you know I ran through the 80s, the 90s, this is the first time in my life that people feel unafraid we're going to jail. Think about that. So when I was a kid, the cops would beat me up. I knew I could fuck them up, but I wouldn't swing back because I didn't want to go to jail for hitting a cop. Or you got a gun on you, the cops come up, you run. This is the only time in the history of me living where people are unafraid of going to jail. Or maybe they don't understand. You're going to jail for a long time. And I'm just talking about, I don't want to talk about, look guys, I know there's a lot of so-called real ones that tune into the Fat Joe Show. So-called real guys, real ones, or you think you real till it. Listen, if you sell drugs, if you scam people, if you rob people, if you make a living illegally, there's a chance you might go to jail. I repeat, if you doing crimes, if you selling drugs, if you shooting and stabbing people, I don't care how long you've been getting away with the shit. Sooner or later, there's a big chance you might go to jail. Joe, why? Why are you explaining this to me, Joe? Why are you saying this? Because I do not understand people who've been doing crime their whole life, shooting, killing people, wilding out this, and when they get locked up, they cannot believe that they're in jail. What am I doing in here? Motherfucker, you and Chaguito was shooting up the place. Juanchito was fucking selling the meth. Yo, bro, why are you surprised? Everybody else knew you was going to jail. The girl you was with that you was tricking, buying shit on, she knew you was going. The other day, I'm outside one of my stores, and I'm talking to a kid, and I'm like, yo, bro, man, like, you know, you're going to get locked up. You're going to go to jail. And it's crazy because the young kid told me, yo, I got more people in jail than out here. Maybe that's part of the reason. People got more people in jail than they got in the street. And so they feel like, yo, if I go up there, Lumpy Lump got me. Chun Chun got me. Trigger 48 got me. My boys are in there. And that's what I saw there. I said, damn, maybe this is why they not scared. And so, Rashad, this whole shit was like a white van talk. We started off nice talking about the Sweet 16. We talked about the awards. We talked about everything, but then Joe gets into talking that real shit. And I'm talking about our brothers who accomplished big success, huge success, and got hit with these charges, these RICO charges and all that. You know, and then when you start watching, give me a soda. So when you start watching, what happened?
I saw you live before. I said, yo, we got things to do.
No. I couldn't go to sleep, so I said, fuck it. I know I got to go to Jeff Sanchez show, so I was talking to the people. I said, let me get it off. You know, Ciroc, much finer vodka,
always.
Wild cherry Pepsi.
For sure.
True. Ah! Peace, God. Peace, beloved. Peace, King. Peace, God. It's T-Squad. Peace, beloved. And so, woo! And so, you know, we just, y'all know I'm a bug out. Y'all know I'm crazy, man. But, you know, hey, if I don't talk to you about this shit, nobody else is. Not like me. See, there's guys that talk about things. But do they really got the experience? Was they really out there? Was they really doing that type of thing? And so I try to talk to you from a place of experience, who's walked that line. You know, there's nothing. You know, one time I thought I was going to jail for a very long time because my best friends on earth, they in jail for life. And so I remember waiting for the police 5, 6. They always said they coming at 6 in the morning, 5. I used to stay at the door every morning. I don't like living like that. I don't like living like that. I don't like, you know, I did a little on the run shits where the cops was coming around the project showing my picture, and I got to go to Jersey, stay in my aunt's house, my Aunt Beba. She a real one. And so, get out the way and you feel like you ain't going to see your friends no more. You know, that's not a good feeling. It's not good. And so, as far as the young brothers, the young kings, I'm going to pray for them, and they're not going to be the first or the last. And so everybody tuned in, especially, I'm talking about the rest, like you on the streets, once again, if you living off a crime, and you know you living off a crime, you cannot be shocked when you sitting in the cell talking about, yo, what happened? Why me? What did I do? And so the Celtics is kicking everybody's ass. I had Philly for the chip, but you know Embiid hurt himself. Now, if Embiid wasn't hurt, they would have beat Miami. I'm telling you. It was his year. But am I impressed? Hold up, DJ Scratch, who's a living legend. The streets have 2 sentences, life sentence or death sentence. I mean, but you just gotta be real with yourself and everything. You know, I tell y'all all the time, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. If you do, you do. You gotta keep it real with yourself. And that's it. You'll be the smartest guy in the world. You could be successful. You could try everything in the world. Just know, if you never had a real job and you're driving a Lamborghini, your girl got Birkins, you got Cubans on with ice, you this and that, you, my friend, might be eligible for a place we call jail. I'm not knocking your hustle. And I'm praying for you, and I hope you make it. But what I am saying is, don't act like you ain't know this shit was going to happen. And so the Celtics, this guy, I never liked this guy. What's the guy, the light-skinned guy? From the Celtics. I never liked this guy. What's my man? I know Jaylen Brown. The main guy from the Celtics. Tatum. Tatum is fucking amazing. Jason Tatum. The way he played the other night, he been playing hard. Jason Tatum, I ain't like him because he's cocky. He look arrogant. But the thing he's doing on that motherfucking basketball court. Now CP3, living legend. Phoenix is supposed to book supposed to go all the way. I say the Celtics. And Golden State, y'all all know I love the Bay Area. I am a Golden State Warrior hater. I have been. For the whole run, I have been a Golden State Warrior hater. Come on, man. They have one bad year and they come back like that. I can't take it. I can't take it. I'm for the underdogs, man. I'm for the underdog. I can't have the same teams winning all the time. Greek the Freak is the man. Unstoppable, but not enough. Yeah, E40 know. He loved that Golden State Warriors. He's having the time of his life. Not me. You know I'm a Knicks fan. I'm praying we land a superstar. I'm a Draymond Green hater. Listen, let your darkest moments bring your most clarity. Meaning, if you ever going through something in life, tough times don't last, tough people too. Meaning, where's your people around you? You think your so-called friends. Don't lie to yourself. Sometimes God puts us through stuff so we can learn the lesson. So we can know these people ain't really with us. Keep the faith with God in good times and bad times. It's all about the faith. Sometimes you ask yourself, why am I going through this? Why me, God? Why do I got to go through this? Your friend might have a better, faster journey. He's testing your loyalty. Prove to him that you are faithful. And you'll have anything you ever dreamed of. It happened to me. It happened to me. I'm talking from experience. These guys don't talk from experience. They ain't did shit. I come up here and I enjoy talking shit to y'all. And I forget my job is I'm a rapper. I go on stage, 100,000 people singing every word. Lean back, come on and put it all on. I forget that. I forget that. And so, plenty of things I prayed to God and I said, and it all came true. So you got to stay the course. You got to have faith. You got to keep it real with yourself. Jack Harlow fans are in the building. Man, what a special guy. I'm glad you chose him. I'm glad you chose to believe in Jack Harlow. What a stand-up guy. A Boogie, what a stand-up guy. Those are good men. Yeah, they know what's up. Because it's not going to be a guy. You know, these guys are scared. For one, people scared of ruin relationships. People scared of politics. You know, people, I talk about power to the patients. Hey, man, people working hard in America, they deserve to know how much they got to pay for their hospital bills. It's like if you went to McDonald's, the number 2 is $4.99. The number 3 is $6.99. You know it is there. How you go to the hospital and don't know? And so I speak up for the voiceless. A lot of people are scared to do that. A lot of people are scared to talk about different issues. I'm not. Because me, I don't talk from here. I talk from here. Do you get it? I don't talk from here. I don't speak from here. I speak from here. And for my love of the people, I got to speak truth. But you seen Joe, he started from nothing. He's successful. He got paper. He owns businesses. He's this, and he'll still tell me the truth. Other guys, they switch up. You ever see guys that they get in a job or they get around other people that's successful and they start talking different? Like, yeah, really, guys, because I want to smack those guys so hard in their face. But so unfortunate, those be the guys. We the biggest in the game. Peace. We out.
Yeah, y'all know what it is. Fat Joe, side with the live catcher. Y'all know where that go. Yeah, and I was gonna tell Joe that we wanna see him bust a freestyle on Hot 97 with Funk Flex. And don't vex when this come tracks in it. Hey, don't let me start now. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment, share. Right there, click the bell. Y'all know what that goes.